Gamescom happened today, well, yesterday, depending on when you watch this. And yeah, I have thoughts. We'll go over the announcements there and a few other announcements that were made around Gamescom or in the last 7 days of game news anyway. Let's get into it, which we got a lot to cover, y'all. Let's get started early with some Game Pass updates that came out today. Wrong screen. Anyway, Game Pass updates came out today. We've got Star Trucker. Don't know what that is, but it seems kind of cool. Atlas Fallen Rain of Sand. Cover art looks kind of neat. Core Keeper. Don't know what that is. And then the Black Ops 6 open beta, which is crazy that a beta is making the Game Pass tile, but okay. So, yeah, that's what's coming up. Game Pass in the next week, I believe. August 28th. Use preload for Black Ops 6 beta and then kick off August 30th. We'll probably check it out on stream. I know it's an M-rated game, but it's just the multiplayer, and I don't imagine it would be too bad, but I definitely want to check it out. I always liked Black Ops. I like the setting. I like the just everything else around it. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, but we'll see when we get to that point. Hopefully the beta's fun. What else is coming soon? Atlas Fallen, Unleash the Storm, this open world action RPG adventure enriched by the recently released major free update, Rain of Sand. Enjoy new voice acting, a reworked campaign, and face even more formidable creatures armed with new essence stones. Challenge the gods with long-awaited new game plus difficulty. Core Keeper, underground adventure where you shape your journey. Oh, nope, that's not for me. Star Trucker, September 3rd. Available day one Game Pass. Hop into the driver's seat of your rocket-powered big rig as you haul cargo, scavenge for salvage, and interact with an eclectic cast of star-hopping truckers in this Americana-infused journey on the ultimate open road, space. Other stuff coming to Game Pass Core, City Skylines, Control Ultimate Edition, and SnowRunner. That's just coming to Game Pass Core. That's more games in Core, which is cool that they're announcing those separate. And it's good to see Game Pass Core getting updates. I don't know if that's been regular. That's the first time I've seen it. New perks. Vampire Survivors has an update. And then games leaving at the end of the month. Atomic Heart, Guilty Gear Strive, and NBA 2K24. Bummer. All right, let's get to the Gamescom announcements. Everything announced at Gamescom Opening Night Live 2024. I watched this. I was in meetings at work, so I had it on in the background. Checked in every so often. Made some comments to some people in Discord about the action there. We'll go down the list. Borderlands 4 got a dramatic reveal. I am not the biggest Borderlands fan. Trailer was interesting. If you like Borderlands, looks like it's gonna be a good time. You know what you're getting into. Dying Light: Beast is Unleashed. Again, a series I'm aware of, but have never played. Well, I've played Borderlands, so I don't know anything about Dying Light, except what the trailer showed. This looked neat. Apparently, this was going to be a DLC, and it just kind of turned into its own spin-off game. Interesting, bold approach there. Halo ODST started as a DLC. What's up, Base Guru? Welcome in. Dune Awakening gets a big overview trailer. The game looked interesting. The trailer was almost as long as the Dune movie. Monster Hunter Wilds gets an exciting trailer. If you like Monster Hunter, this looks right up the Monster Hunter fans' alley. It looks like a neat game. They showed off the big bad monster. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. It's a fighting game. Civ 7 coming in February. I actually stepped out. I didn't watch this, but I'm terrible at Civilization and other strategy games. You guys probably know this. Just by nature of having the privilege of being here to watch me play games on stream, I am terrible at strategy games. Starfield Shattered Space drops next month, and then they showed a car, buggy, Polaris side-by-side four-wheeler thing. There was a lot of adjectives for what's called the Rev 8. It's a car. I believe it's available now. You can get it in Starfield. Okay. Masters of Albion is Peter Molyneux's new game. They brought Peter Molyneux out, y'all. If you know, you know. The game looks neat. I don't know if he oversold it. I couldn't pay attention to the whole thing, but the trailer itself is like a little world building game. It looks neat. Town management sim. I will definitely be checking it out. And then Indiana Jones: The Great Circle gets a new trailer. Oh, and it's coming to PS5 because the Xbox just doesn't want anybody to play games on Xbox anymore. I have thoughts on this. We'll watch this trailer towards the end of all the other trailers we got. A bunch of other stuff that was shown. Black Ops 6, the single player, looked good. Goat Simulator Remastered, meh. Persona 5 Joker will appear in Persona 3 Reload's The Answer DLC. Interesting. Black Myth Wukong, which launched today, came out today, but it got a launch trailer at Opening Night Live. That was weird. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero got a new trailer, showed off some pre-order bonuses. That was kind of neat. King of Meat, it's a co-op game. It looks kind of funny. Linked Banner of the Spark. I don't remember seeing that one. Lost Records Bloom and Rage, another game. No More Room in Hell 2 got a zombie filled trailer. Okay. Arc Raiders got a cinematic new trailer. And the list goes on. Predecessor, which was Paragon. I think now it's called Predecessor. Well, I think we got the trailer for that. It looked really neat. Genshin Impact coming to Xbox November 20th. Really hyped for that. We'll talk about that when we get the trailer up. Mecha Break got a new trailer. I've really been interested in that. And yeah, I think overall this show was all right. There was a bunch of games shown. Were they good games? I don't know. It's new games, so we can be excited about new stuff. But most of these games, I will never ever play, and that's okay. You can't be expected to play every single game that comes out. But when I watch a show like this, and I would say a solid 60% of the show was not stuff I will enjoy. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that shows just the variety, because I already play a variety of games. But maybe that's just me kind of being old and set in my ways and just going, yeah, that's not for me. So it is what it is. But as the show was on, Clobril on Twitter posted Genshin Impact is coming to Xbox Series X and S with this neat little Genshin Xbox graphic. And then a link to the Xbox store, which showed the game. This was well before they got to the announcement in the show. There was a trailer. I was in meetings. I couldn't watch the trailer, so I'll watch it now. It's like a minute, so let's watch it. This place looks neat. This is a new location. Is this I guess it is, yeah. Mulani? Mm-hmm. Just all sorts of new people. Oh, that's neat. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Locked on. For the Lord of the Night.
Woohoo! Catch an epic wave! Woo!
I'm actually really excited that is coming out on Xbox. Let's look at this frame. The art's cute. It's Genshin Impact art. Coming on November 20th, wishlist now on Xbox Series X and S, and there's a Game Pass integration there. I imagine they'll do some Game Pass perks for Ultimate subs. Makes sense. They usually do that for most free-to-play games. I'm just excited. I did say when I first started playing Genshin, and I haven't played in months. I've actually uninstalled it because I know I'm not keeping up with it. But now I kind of want to get back into it because it's coming to Xbox, and I'd like to play it on Xbox and get achievements if they exist on there. I have no clue. But I'm very interested in the game and where it's going, and am excited to see how it does on the Xbox. I think Hoyoverse was a huge miss for Xbox and Microsoft in general to not push it onto their hardware. Now They have no excuse. Maybe we'll see it hit xCloud before too long. That would be epic. So I'm actually really excited. I hope the other games are following suit very soon. I may continue playing it on PC, but that I will definitely give it a shot on Xbox once it launches on November 20th, which was super cool to see, as I have said before. All right. Predecessor launch trailer. This used to be Paragon. This is from the team that did Paragon. Anyway, this looked neat. I actually caught the end of this trailer. To become Paragon. I'm just wondering how this is going to perform, because the game was fun. It looks really neat. I believe it's a premium experience now. Join over 2 million players on the battlefield. A lot of characters. It just looks fun. It's a MOBA. I like Pokemon Unite and Heroes of the Storm, so this might be fun. I remember playing the alpha, or maybe the beta for Paragon, a long time ago, and it was neat. Anyway, I thought that was worth giving a watch. I think it's gonna be cool. Good to see it coming out on basically everything but the Nintendo Switch. Hey, maybe it'll hit the Switch too. Who knows? All right, one of my favorite trailers / announcements from today, Marvel Rivals got a new trailer, launch date announcement. I thought this trailer was good. I watched the whole thing. I want to watch it again.
Among the stars, Wakanda found a new home and a new hope. The source of vibranium, the foundation of an empire.
Oh man, Winter Soldier looks cool.
Snap out of it, Bucky.
Captain America.
No.
I really like the art direction this game has taken.
Not so fast. Your battle's over.
So I will say, Winter Soldier looks like McCree from Overwatch. I guess his name's Cassidy now. I had to remember that. It's not McCree anymore. But anyway. And then Cap just looks like a fun character to play as. The shield is just as broken in Fortnite.
I can do this all day.
Looks like fun. Look at that. We got Dr. Doom being all big and bad. Hydra. Launch date December 6th, 2024, which is great. We've got a release date. It's not going to be much longer. It's weird. December and November have filled up so quick with games. It is absolutely crazy to me to see just how full the end of the year is getting. But I'm actually excited to dive into Marvel Rivals. Every character, do they show it in this trailer? There we go. All heroes unlocked and free to play at launch and beyond. This is the best move. Overwatch recently did this with their characters. You will not be purchasing character unlocks. You will have access to everybody from the get-go, which is a great move. Free to play games, free to play hero shooters need that. They're, unlocked. So there's no like grinding challenges or doing loopy stuff. It's just pick a character, get good with them, try somebody else. And I love that approach. It is brilliant. I cannot wait to see how this game does in the full release. Watching everybody play the beta that I couldn't get into, it looked really fun. All right, we got a new Sonic Generations trailer. This wasn't at Gamescom, but the trailer is cool, and I want to watch it again.
Something calls to
If you like Sonic Adventure 2, this trailer is great.
The hedgehog.
Or if you just like Shadow the Hedgehog, which I'm indifferent to. He is a character in the Sonic games.
Deny your fate.
new power.
I just think the music is really good in the trailer. And then like the new gameplay. He's got all these abilities. Looks like fun. Some of these new environments that they show in this trailer were also a reveal. This one's weird. Doom Morph. It's like Splatoon. He turns into like an evil squid. But I guess it's like Sonic getting the color powers. Also, this looks like stuff out of Sonic Frontiers, which is crazy. Doom Wing. I feel like this is going to be like a temporary thing. You'll only get it in very specific situations. Doom Surf? Like what? Why? It's so weird. Doom. Everything's got Doom in it. The boss from Sonic Heroes is here. Metal Overlord, which is crazy.
Ultimate life form.
Makes me want to replay Sonic Heroes. I really want to replay Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, but like on the Dreamcast. I think this is the best way to play it. The pre-order bonuses are also good too. This Sonic Adventure skin is really cool. And then there's also like a super duper collector's edition that Limited Run Games had shown as like $250. It's crazy. I've outgrown collector's editions though. I just want to play the game. That's all I got time for. I don't need another tchotchke on my shelf to collect dust and for me to just go, oh yeah, I like looking at that, you know? Anyway. All right, our last trailer is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle
What
trailer.
if I told you there was a connection between ancient cultures around the world? A great circle. Does it exist? Is it the key to some lost power? That's up to you to uncover. I'm Troy Baker, and I play Indy. It's humbling playing a character that so many people, myself included, look up to. As a kid, seeing Indiana Jones in the theater for the first time was a defining moment. for
Mocap
me.
acting, it seems
I
like it'd be
never
very
would
hard
have
to
guessed
do.
that all these years
You gotta be like
later,
really
I
good
would
at
be the one
imagining
wearing
things.
that. But here I am. It's been a dream come true. A dream that I cannot wait for you to live for yourselves.
The game looks
The beauty of
fun.
a first-person game like this is that we all get to feel what it's like to become Indy. You are the one who cracks the whip, who feels the weight of every punch and the thrill of finding every clue. Indy is such a unique character. A professor, an archaeologist, a brawler, an explorer, the quintessential all-around adventurer. And this game has everything you'd expect from an Indiana Jones adventure. Mysterious artifacts, cunning villains, ancient discoveries, hard-hitting action. It's a world of constant danger where
Just
you
punching
gotta
that one
think
guy.
on your feet to stay alive. The Great Circle spans the entire globe, from snake-filled jungle temples to scorpion-riddled desert tombs. Stunning open areas to explore freely, full of secrets for you to discover. And you'll get more than just the classic whip and revolver. Indy's journal and his camera will immerse you in the mystery, providing extra info on all of your finds.
Adventure
you can
points.
appreciate all of the little historical details
Oh,
he
that's so cool.
obsesses over. And those details are your key to solving the ancient puzzles that hold the secrets you're after. But ancient secrets don't come easy. It's best to have an exit strategy. This is an incredible new way to experience Indiana Jones, and I can't wait for you to play it.
I like the guy falls down the pit. That's
Hold on
pretty
to your
funny.
hat.
Looks good. Adventure Calls. And we got a release date. December 9th, 2024. Again, December's filling up. And then some like pre-order stuff. That's kind of cool. Collector's editions. Xbox,
Play
Game
it
Pass.
day one with Game Pass.
Yeah. Do they don't put it in here. Okay. Shout out to Smart Alex Plays, who's also live. Anyway. Yeah. So Windows Central.
I'm Storm
It's
Chelsea, a good
okay.
spot for
Smart Aleck
Spotlight.
just crashing the stream here. Indiana Jones: The Great Circle gets a release date on Xbox Series X and S and Windows PC, and it's also coming to PS5. Windows Central has this really good write-up on it. I have my own thoughts. I don't necessarily want to jump into somebody else's article, but the key points here: Indiana Jones is an upcoming game. We all know about it. We learned about it earlier in the year, like the official unveiling. It was slated as like an Xbox exclusive. We were excited. Hey, you know, Microsoft is putting a big third-party brand into the first party, you know, lineup here. Like Bethesda's working on this exclusive game. And oh yeah, it's coming to PlayStation spring 2025. We all know what Xbox's strategy here is. Microsoft is make as much money off games as possible, so that means putting games on platforms that are way more successful. And yes, the PlayStation is outselling the Xbox this generation, and to that point, like financially it makes sense, but man, does it feel like as an Xbox guy myself, as an Xbox fan, why would I want to further invest in this platform when I can just go buy a PlayStation and get most of the same games at this point? Like, yes, Halo is still on Xbox and PC for now, but I have a PC, so like I could just play the games there and not invest further into the Xbox hardware. It's a weird time, y'all. It's a weird time because somebody who doesn't want to go down the PC route, they just want a console, and they look at the Xbox and they look at the PlayStation, they're going to buy a PlayStation every time. Because look at what PlayStation has on it. It's got its own exclusives. Yes, they're also on PC. Xbox, every game is on Xbox and PC, which is fine. PlayStation's doing the same thing, just in a timed way. But then now you see more and more Xbox games coming to PlayStation, especially these big titles that are supposed to be like the reason you know, they're supposed to be exclusives. And now it's just timed. You can play it this December, or you can play it in March. You know, you can wait a few months. They'll probably have patched the game. Maybe some DLC will be announced, some new, microtransactions. I don't know. They haven't shown a roadmap that I know of, which is great. I hate when they bust out the chart. You guys know how I feel about charts. This is just, I'm not upset with Microsoft for doing it because it makes sense, but it doesn't make it fun to be an Xbox fan right now, because it just feels like Microsoft is all but quit on the platform, and they're just going in on the studios and putting the games in as many places as possible, which again makes sense. It's just stop leading us on with hardware. Don't tell us there's new hardware coming out or there's a reason to buy an Xbox when we can just buy a PC and a PS5 and get the same experiences. You know, like that's where I'm at. Anyway, I don't want to bring the energy down too far. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this particular situation, because I'm not fully on board, but I understand it. All right, next article. Let's talk about Final Fantasy 16. Windows Central did an interview with Hiroshi Takai to learn about the game's PC port, and which, spoiler alert, we got a release date. VGC posted this article. June 2023, Final Fantasy 16 came out on PS5, but it'll come out on PC September 17th with a base price at $50. I'm so sorry for that. Complete edition will also come with the DLC Echoes of the Fallen and the Rising Tide, which is $70, which is cool. There's a demo on the PC, which I may check out to see how my PC runs it. But this was interesting because the director was interviewed by Windows Central, and they're talking about rumors that, this was before the release date was announced, I think today. Rumors that it was going to, be coming to PC, and then we got all the release dates really close. So they asked, what PC port optimizations can Final Fantasy 16 players expect to see? It's like hot topic falls on optimization. Games built for console platforms and backported to PC are occasionally known to suffer issues. Takai emphasized how much work Square Enix has been doing to smoothen its PC port pipeline. We've done a lot of work optimizing the game for different CPUs and GPUs, as well as adding a lot of different graphics customization options. We've also added support for various upscaling technologies such as NVIDIA DLSS3, AMD FSR, and Intel XeSS, and increased the frame rate cap too, which is great. It's kind of the things you would expect. And then they asked about the Xbox port. Would it come to Xbox? And I don't see where it's directly quoted, but it was quoted in the headline. Something I would personally like to see happen, says the director. So again, we're talking about games not coming to Xbox. Now, Mecha Break coming to Xbox. Fantastic. Mecha Break looks great. I can't wait. I wanted to get in the beta and play it. I just didn't have time, and the beta ended, and I was bummed out. But Mecha Break is coming, and it's gonna be on Xbox and PC, and it's super cool. But then you have stuff like completely skipping Xbox half the time. Look at Capcom. A lot of their newer stuff or their compilation games just aren't coming to Xbox for some reason. You know, I'm surprised that Square is still all in with half supporting Microsoft. I say all in. They're half supporting Microsoft at this point, but maybe we can get something. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. We did talk about the release date, be next month, which is cool if you missed out on it. I thought this was interesting. This is one of our last two stories to cover. This is like smaller stuff. This is a rumor. I don't really like covering rumors. I thought this was interesting because it's very possible, right? This is like the realm of possibilities. Xbox is trying to relicense Deadpool and Marvel Ultimate Alliance, it's claimed. So those games, very classic 360 Xbox One titles, because Deadpool didn't get ported. He got ported to PS4 and Xbox One. Anyway, this comes from Special Nick on the Xbox Era podcast. He talks about some details about Microsoft trying to relicense the games through Activision, because that's who originally had the license to make the games, and that's who owns like the code base for those games. So Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 being relicensed would be awesome, and then the Deadpool game, just with the given sales spike on eBay and recent popularity, it'd be great if that could come back to digital stores, you know. But if Activision released Deadpool game in 2013 for 360, Xbox One, PS3, and PS4, but it was delisted in 2014. That's right. And then, similarly, Marvel Ultimate Alliance was also removed due to the license expiration on 360. I think it was a back compat title. But it's just a rumor. But I think Microsoft could do some real good in the Marvel games space by reviving some of those old Activision Marvel games that they may have not done well, but they were still good. You know, I think it would be worth checking out. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see it. Microsoft could bring some games back. Again, they'd probably just go to PlayStation and that'd be the end of it. But, you know, it is what it is. Excuse me. All right, last story. We talked about Pokemon TCG Pocket way back at the beginning of the year. Well, now it launches Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. You can preload it on the App Store and on Google Play. I'm very excited. There's a little trailer going on here. We're watching trailers anyway. What's another last one? So they're really emphasizing the collection aspect. I'm excited for that. You get 2 packs a day. Sound like a smoker. A 2-pack a day kind of Pokemon player. I'm excited for the game though. It's like it looks like a Marvel Snap version of the Pokemon TCG, and I'm here for it. The game's gonna be fun. It'll be more fun than Pokemon Sleep. Like the shades. Hey, thanks, Todd. Thanks for hopping in, man. But yeah, I think this is gonna be fun. I don't think it's gonna make waves, but it will be more fun than Pokemon TCG Live. Debuting October 30th. Pre-order now. Which pre-ordering a mobile game is weird. You know, I didn't see this part of the trailer. What is that? What'd you do? Ooh. 3D art. Is it move? Is it gonna like come alive and attack me? It's gonna jump scare me, isn't it? Okay, what? I thought dubstep was dead, but here we are. All right, I'm excited for this. I think it looks good. But that does it for the game news show. There's so much coming out towards the end of the year. I don't even know, what are we doing? Like, do we have time to play all these games? That's a great question. It's a fantastic question. I just want to know. I just want to know when I'm gonna have time to play this. I mean, I'm excited for Echoes of Wisdom coming out next month, and that will consume a lot of my stream and game time outside of the myriad of other games I play. Anyway, this is droned on long enough. If you're watching on Twitch, we're about to play Twilight Princess HD. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube or Rumble, I'm going to play video games now. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow, subscribe, do all the things that help me out. And let me know what you think of the game news, and I'll quit talking with my hands. I promise. That's it. Bye.